Welcome to Sport Wrap with Ashwin Betty, as we are actually starting to wrap up the year, but of course still making sure we bring you the latest in local and international sport. Stay with us as we head into the hit list. Ongos FC coach Mervin Mbakera says the team is confident of getting results this weekend, and this is when they battle Okahandja United and Mighty Gunners in the Debmarine Namibia Premiership. Now the team will first play Okahandja United on Saturday away from home before they travel to Ocho to face Mighty Gunners in their second match of this weekend. Now the match at Okahandja will be played at Now Ibe Stadium at 4 p.m. on Saturday, while their fixture in Ocho is slated for 3 p.m. at Etosha Port Stadium. Mbakera's men will look to improve on their performance following their 1-1 draw against Tigers FC in the opening match of the league. Of course, as a football fan, it's hard to not be concerned when you've got players playing back-to-back games, going all the way to Ocho in one weekend. We're going to see how it transpires with regards to the longevity of the players in the season, but we certainly will be looking forward to those games. Now, moving forward, one of the Okapia annual tournament organizers, Sandro Itana, says this event is gaining momentum just days before it starts. Now, Itana announced last month that the tournament is heading into its 6th edition and promises to be bigger and better. The tournament will be played at 11 Morning Sport Field. Itana informed Sport Wrap just yesterday that interest seems to have grown even more than in previous years. This year's prize pool has increased to 80,000 Namibian dollars. The competition includes youth and veteran football and a women's football exhibition match included for the first time. Ondangwa Masters are the reigning champions in veteran soccer after defeating Northern Coaches in last year's final. Now, at the same time, further fighters from the Okahandja region in the Northern East Stream First Division are the current youth soccer champions, having defeated Sasa Boys on penalties last year. All right, let's swing over to a bit of golf as the CMW Glass Solutions Club Championships were played over 36 holes at Walvish Bay Golf Club on Saturday. Kevin Wenzel shot a 71 and a 68 from a +1 handicap to win by 6 shots, becoming the 2024 club champion. That's a good run. Now, the runner-up gross was Chris Durant on 145. Mario Poster was the best net winner on 145, 1 shot ahead of Tini Divet. Now, the ladies champion for 2024 is Vilma Divet, who also won the runner-up A Division net prize. The winner of the A Division was Bertas Fenta on 147. The B Division winner was Nathaniel Mudzingwa on 146, with Volta van Velka finishing as runner-up on 153 after a count-out. The Stableford winner over 18 holes was Emilio Mabo on 39 points, also winning a count-out against Shane Westerdale. Third place went to Vainand Mola on 35 points. There were 10 two clubs registered on the day, and the jackpot was not won. However, the real pot was unanimously claimed by Andre Berger. Kudachi Kwara was the lucky draw winner. Dean Koch handed out the prizes and committed to returning next year. Some good golfing there, making me a little nervous because I'm spending my holiday at the coast, and I know I'm definitely not trying to face any of those players heading into a good solid 18. Now, moving on to some cricket, yes. The Capricorn Eagles, Namibia's national women's cricket team, produced a clinical performance and they recorded their first victory at the Women's T20 Quadrangular Series in Hong Kong, China. The Eagles bounced back from their 6-wicket opening match defeat against Thailand with a convincing 10-wicket and 95 balls remaining win against China women in their second match of the tournament at Mongkok. Now, Namibian women captain and opening batsman Sune Wittmann talks to us about the match against China women, the experience in general, and her expectations for the series.
So we pride ourselves on the brand Fearless. So we really want to go out and be fearless. And that's obviously the brand of cricket we want to play, not just in this tournament, but on the way forward. Is to be fearless, to be aggressive, to express ourselves. And yeah, so like I mentioned, not just on this tour, but on the way forward, going into the future, into Malaysia, thinking about the qualifiers next year, and everything in between. There's still a lot of positives we could have taken out of yesterday, or we took a lot of positives out of yesterday's game, thinking that Thailand is ranked 13th in the world, we are ranked 17th in the world. I think we put up a good fight. Like I've also mentioned in our post-game interview, that we just had too few runs on the board, maybe 15-20 runs more. It would have been a very, very interesting end to the game. And our main focus is to take the positives out of each game and build on the positives. So today we said we are ranked much higher than China. We have to destroy them, if we have to put it in the direct words, to go out there and make sure we make it a proper win. We have to put our foot down, be disciplined in the field, disciplined with the bowling, and then chase the runs down as quickly as possible in our batting innings. Yes, I think myself and Dali could just be the perfect opening pair for the team. I think we both have a very aggressive nature, aggressive approach, and then with the aggressiveness, good structure, good decision making. So yeah, we're giving Dali a good run this tournament to see where does she fit in? Does she fit in the role of being an opening batter? Because it's not just being an opening batter. You need to be comfortable facing the new ball. You need to be comfortable facing spin as well as pace, especially in the women's game evolving so much. A lot of spinners. So giving Dali a good chance, but I think if we settle in, start to trust one another in the middle, start to trust the process, we might just end up being the perfect opening pair, aggressive opening pair for what the team might need going into the future. Yeah, so tomorrow is an off day. We're really gonna take some time to spend it exploring Hong Kong, maybe see what all of their food traditions is about, what they are known for. As we arrived here, we had a night's rest, and then we had a training day. We played for 2 days, so it is also important to have your feet up, to have a rest, have your physio sessions, and then go out to town, explore, like I've mentioned, the cuisines they're known for, the locations they're known for. So yeah, everyone's looking forward to spending the off day feet in the air and just relaxing and refocusing before we are back on the field on Saturday. As previously mentioned, we're really making a point of taking the positives, and even though we had a loss yesterday, we really took the positives, spoke about the positives. How can we do the positives even better, and then the things we need to work on, we try and take it not as a negative but as something that we really need to improve on. So we're trying to keep everything as positive as possible, and just by doing that, I think we're gonna gain more positive experience going into the future. And I think that's also what made it easy for us today. We really build on what we are doing good and focus to be better at what we're slacking at maybe, but the more we're gonna do that, the more we're gonna execute it, the easier it's gonna become.
Only free range. What's right for our laying hens is right for you. Only local, never imported. Only date-stamped eggshells, so you know it's still fresh. The only eggs to choose.
All right, let's continue with the hit list. The final competition of the 2024 monthly medal tournament held under the auspices of Nova Nama Pesca Nova Fishing took place on 30 November at Rossmond Golf Club. The weather conditions on the day were generally good, apart from the usual wind that tends to pick up in the afternoons. There was a fair turnout of golfers divided into their respective divisions, all vying for the last few points on offer. Now, the winners for November were overall Justin Naubeb with 70 net, CO A division Hans Naubeb with 73 net, B division Marco Swartz with 70 net, C division Tini van Rensburg with 72 net, ladies Tiki Divert with 74 net, and junior Figo Kotze with 75 net. Now, Premier Sports Trading has announced a sponsorship of 100,000 Namibian dollars towards Debmarine Namibia Premiership club Young Brazilian FC for operational needs, with a focus on enhancing its travel capacity and visibility. Much needed contribution indeed, especially for the smaller clubs which don't have big company backing, for example, like Ongos. Let's see what the Young Brazilians do with that. At least operationally, things should be moving smoothly, and all that's left is what you do on the field. Now, moving on, Afrocat Sports Club wrapped up its beach volleyball league last weekend at Ashipena Secondary School. The league, which featured 134 matches at Ashipena's beach volleyball court, kicked off on 9 November, attracting 26 teams battling it out in the two-a-side female and male categories and the two-a-side social mixed division. Female champions, the 2A side female division, showcased fierce competition, with Leah Nangombe and Soini Shipefi emerging as the overall champions. The duo played 8 matches, clinching 6 straight set wins to secure 20 points overall. You're still with Sport Wrap. We're going to take a quick break before we return to zoom in on some boxing.
ShopRite Namibia and Synergy Chatbot are delivering the Christmas spirit. This festive season, I've got a very special surprise just for you. My magical elves will be delivering gifts straight to your doorsteps. Grab your crayons or pencils and draw me a picture. Simply save the number on your phone and follow the on-screen prompts.
All right, let's talk boxing now that fight weekend is here for the anticipated bout. Sport Wrap takes you back in time to see some of the words exchanged between Ninja and Harry Simon, who will battle it out on Friday night. Enjoy.
I love the message which I get from my brother there, that is a good fighter. But first, before I go there, I wanted to tell something to the society. And I want to give my appreciation to Salute Boxing Academy, NBC, the main sponsor that we have there, the gentleman, I forget the names, my officers from the correctional fund. They are my creator. Because in the past, I was never the same until they washed my brains. Now I can see clear that crime does not pay, and I came up with a name with Mr. Kanu on my side, who is not here today, present by the 2 ladies over there, who is King Kanu Peter Amadira. That is the main behind my, if I want to sleep well, without him I don't sleep. Somebody that people, the whole nation have to appreciate. The man behind my well-being is Mr. Kanu, and he's not here today. So the other things, the gentleman on my right, this is the main Mr. Dennis Topias, the owner of the foundation where I motivate schools. Someone who always called me and said, listen, there is a school there, there is kids behaving, misbehaving, let's go there. And I have this message to the society that said, you find some country or people fighting against an enemy without a weapon, they are struggling so much. And in our country, I'm saying, there is a weapon against crime. It's me. And behind the camera, I have my two best coach in the country, Mr. Tobias and Mr. Smaki. Those are the people that always wake me up and say, let's go. Harry is waiting for us. That young man over there. So, crime does not pay, and we are here raising awareness against crime. So, the country now have a weapon to use. It's me. And that's why we say we are asking the whole country to come on board. You must come and work. Don't even leave your children. As long as they are on top of 15, bring them. The young one, keep them to sit in front of the TV. He give you a message that saying that, no, he's a best fighter. I never want to fight somebody who is at the lower age. I want somebody who know how to fight, because I have hard punches that he did receive on that day. That is all. Thank you for coming.
Well, the idea was born out of an idea brought by the Ninja Against Crime and the public at large. So we are just heeding the call of the public. The public made this call, and then Salute Boxing Academy is an organization that promotes boxing. And, we are in entertainment. We have felt that we need to heed this call. The purpose of the gathering is to announce that we are planning on having a very nice, good exhibition fight between Paulus Ninja Shimwe Feleni versus our former world champion Harry Terminator Simon. So this program was born out of a lot of ideas that came together. Number one, Ninja is rebranding himself, and he's also getting support from Harry Simon and the public that called out for the two to come together and see who is the champ. So right now, we heeded that call. It's an academy that promotes boxing. So it's an exhibition bout, but I can tell you exhibition bouts are not exhibition into as per se. We remember vividly that there was an exhibition done by MTC, which we saw that there were knockouts that happened. So I can tell you this one will also be similar. It's an exhibition fight, the way we are calling it, but it's a very exciting one. So for this purpose only, we are only going to announce that the main attraction, but I'm sure there will be other professional bouts. Those ones will be professional bouts that will form part of the undercards. Those ones will also be exciting as I see, because we want to have a very, very, very entertaining evening of boxing. So the date, we are planning to have this event on the 7th of December, 2024. The venue will be announced, because as we have been conducting our small research, all other people want this event to be part of to be in their region. So we are still busy negotiating with those that really wants this event to be in their region. So there is logistical needs that will be met. So whoever is coming on board to help us meet some of these logistical needs, for sure the event will go to their region and their towns that wants to host this event. So from my side, that was the small announcement I had to make. But maybe just to add, as we said, Ninja is rebranding. So this fight is organized not only for the purpose of entertainment or boxing per se, but there is a message that that this event will be carrying out there. And it's the message against crime, gender-based violence, and all the other evils society is facing today. So we are an academy assisting in the rebranding of Ninja. We are just supporting him in his quest because he wants to have a message out there. So.
All right, from me, Ashwin Berry, it's goodbye until tomorrow, but I will leave you in the very capable hands of Ari Hogad as he takes us globe-trotting with international sport.
Santa has a festive surprise for you. Starting 2nd December, unwrap the magic of Christmas with our Advent calendar. Spot the Christmas globes in your favorite newspapers from Monday to Friday. Scan the QR code or WhatsApp hashtag Advent Calendar 24 to the Synergy chatbot. Find the Christmas globes on NTV. Or visit our Facebook pages for daily Advent doors from Monday to Saturday. Win daily prizes. Lucky winners will be contacted and Logistics Hub Namibia will deliver your prize. Merry Christmas from Santa and his proud prize sponsors.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news and starting off with soccer news first, and it's from the English Premier League. It was a big game. It was Liverpool that played against Newcastle United. It ended a 3-3 and it's described as one of the best games of the season so far. And it was late in the game, Fabian Schär that made it 3-3 for Newcastle. And that means that Liverpool still leads on the points table. They've got 35 points after 14 games, but Chelsea and also Arsenal and Manchester City all getting closer to them. They all had also wins, and it is at the moment Chelsea with 28 points after 14 games. Arsenal same, also 28 points after 14 games, and Manchester City with 26 games after 14 games. Other results, Manchester City beat Nottingham Forest by 3-0, and it was Chelsea that was way too strong for Southampton, beating them by 5-0, and then also Everton, they beat Wolverhampton by 4-0, and it is Arsenal with a big win over Manchester United, Arsenal winning that game at home by 2-0. The next game for lock leaders Liverpool will be against Everton, and they don't get them at a good time. That will be this coming weekend. Everton beating Wolverhampton by 4-0. So it is Everton that will have a home game against Liverpool this weekend. On to cricket news. It's a South African women's team with a good result in Kimberley. It's the first of 3 50-over ODIs that's played, and it's South Africa that won by 6 wickets. England batting first, 186, and that is all out in 38.4 overs. It's Charlie Dean with 47 runs off just 57 deliveries, and it is 189 for 4. That was the total that South African women team achieved after 38.2 overs. The best batsman there, it was Laura Wolfhard with 59 runs, and also Nadine de Klerk with a very fast 48 runs off just 28 deliveries. The next game will be played this coming Sunday. That's the second game, and that will be played in Durban. There's a third one following next week. Closing off today's international sports news, it's Formula 1 motor racing, and it's Lewis Hamilton that say it will be an emotional last race for him for Mercedes-Benz this coming weekend in Abu Dhabi. That's the last race of the season. Max Verstappen already won, but it is Mercedes-Benz that say that it will be hard to let Lewis Hamilton go. He's been there for 12 years. In that time, Mercedes-Benz has won 8 Constructors' Championships, and it was also 6 times that Lewis Hamilton won the championship in the Mercedes-Benz. He will race for Ferrari next year. That is Lewis Hamilton. There he will join Charles Leclerc as a team member. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.